are going to look at our first vocabulary word for this week. Listen to it.
Drought. The drought caused the dirt to dry up and crack.
Can you say drought with the computer? Ready?
Drought.
Nice. A drought is a long period of time with no rain. And the example is the drought caused the dirt to dry up and crack. Why do you think people wish for rain during a drought? Well, when we have a drought, things don't grow as well. Remember plants and what they need to grow? Do you remember what plants need to grow? One of the things they need is water. And if we don't get rain, the trees and things don't get the water that they need to grow. It's also harder for animals to find water. So people wish for rain during a drought because sometimes the wells where they get the water that the people need start to dry up if it goes on for a long period of time. And things are just too dry for animals or plants to do well. Look at this picture. This picture shows what can happen to the earth during a drought. See how the dirt is all cracked and hard? Usually when we walk across dirt, it's pretty soft, isn't it? And it might stick to our feet. This is really hard and dry and cracked because there hasn't been a lot of rain there. Let's look at the next word.
Temperature. The outside temperature today is around 70 degrees.
Can you say temperature with the computer? Ready?
Temperature.
So the temperature tells how hot or cold something is. It might be the air outside. I have a little thermometer that when I'm making cottage cheese or yogurt, the little thermometer tells me the temperature of the milk, how hot or cold the milk is in the pot so that I can make sure I have it hot enough. You might have a thermometer that you stick in a big piece of meat to see if the meat is hot enough inside for it to be completely done. So a lot of times when we talk about temperature, we talk about how hot or cold it is outside, but it can be the temperature of other things too. The example today is the outside temperature today is around 70 degrees. Do you like warmer or colder temperatures outside? And why? I like it where it's a little bit warm, but not really hot. Actually, the example they use, 70 degrees, I like that temperature. Between 70 and 80 degrees is nice. If it gets hotter than that, though, I don't like it as much, unless I'm in the shade or I'm in the pool or something. Let's look at this word.
Clever. The clever bird played with the ball.
Can you say clever with the computer? Ready?
Clever.
Good job. If you have a clever idea, then you have a smart idea. So clever means smart. The example, the clever bird played with the ball, means the bird was very smart. What clever idea have you had recently? I know, just yesterday I was working with B Group, and we made a hopscotch board outside at recess, and then the students decided to draw more onto that hopscotch board. They drew a section that you had to, after you did hopscotch, you had to tiptoe through, then you had to walk a line, then you had to jump into a square, and they made their own little obstacle course with sidewalk chalk at recess. I thought that was very clever and very smart of the group to do. So that's a clever idea I've seen come to life recently. Here, the bird is very smart. What is he doing? He has that ball in his beak and he's putting it through the net like a basketball, isn't he? That is one smart, clever bird. Let's look at the next word.
Predict. I predict that you will enjoy that book.
Can you say predict with the computer? Ready?
Predict.
To predict is to guess what will happen in the future. The example, I predict you will enjoy that book. I think you will like it, in other words. Who do you think or who do you predict will win a race if we have a race in the classroom? Who do you think will win it? Oh, we'd have to find out. I'm not going to make any guesses because we have some fast boys and girls. So that's what predict means, to guess what will happen in the future. Maybe you look outside and you try to predict whether we will be inside or outside for recess. You're trying to guess what will happen. Let's look at the last word.
Storm. After the rainstorm, there were large puddles in the street.
Can you say storm with the computer? Ready?
Storm.
Here is what storm means.
Storm. During a storm, there are strong winds, heavy rain, or snow.
So, a storm is kind of a patch of rough weather that comes through. There might be strong winds, heavy rain and snow. There might be loud thunder and bright lightning. The example is after the rainstorm, there were large puddles in the street. Where do you think the large puddles came from? It came from the heavy rain, didn't it? What would a town look like after a snowstorm? There would probably be white snow everywhere, on the trees, on the grass, on top of the cars, on the streets where the cars try to drive. There would be snow everywhere. Thank you for doing this vocabulary with me today, boys and girls. Have a nice day.